Hello, greetings, welcome back to Farthest Frontier Year 3, where we are right now. Looking good so far. I'm waiting for a few more immigrants now, or yeah, well, babies. Babies won't happen, I think, because we got a stony age old village. And I still need 2 people from outside, I think. We can, however, focus on a few other things while we wait. The first one is that we do have this other industry building that is... Where is it now? My basket shop. There it is. This one out of willow produces baskets, and baskets increase the efficiency of your villages by allowing them to carry more. It's also not reducing attractiveness. So these industry buildings I would really like to have then as a buffer zone, right, between the ugly buildings and my village itself. So we can have them in these areas and they will do just fine. Like here, for example, that's a good location right next to my bowmaker. Having this industry. Some 20 planks and 5 stone, so cheap, and we can quickly build this one then as well. I've also resumed working of my firewood splitter, so we do get now more firewood in again. We drop below 100, and I think this is a magical point for me. And then we have also the sawmill here. I was thinking that immigration perhaps is increased by workforce, right? So the more people we have employed, the higher it is the chance, but we only have 3 laborers left untouched, and the immigration is pretty high, right? So where was it? It was at 100% already anyway, right? So there should be something happening soon, hopefully. Yeah, my field is also coming along. It's taking a ton of time, but of course they need to flatten the terrain, right? They need to make it fieldable, harvestable, so something that we can put on. And there it is already, the basket shop finished. Someone is working on that. We got the willow, so we have lots of willow in store since we got a gatherer here by the shore, right? And this one is producing then baskets for our people. That's an item that produces or increases the efficiency then. They don't have baskets at the moment, so this is going to come in very handy here. That's going to increase productivity hopefully by a lot. Alright, both towers are gone. I'm expecting my balance to go up again, please. Now, right? Because we're still having a negative balance there. Alright, 2 villages immigrated. That's not a lot. By my prosperous town. Moving in. Is any one of them young? No! Laria, she's 39. What is going on? I only get old women. And young men. What is the goal here? I don't understand. We need younger women. Can we raid another village? Can we steal them? Oh, by the way, that fisher here is also finished. We do need to assign him. And oh my goodness, yeah, productivity 230% thanks to this fish buff that we have. 50% increased yields from this shoal of fishes. Really nice. So that's going to come in very good for us. And I hope that baskets are also being produced now. Yes, we got already the first basket now that is being then distributed to my people. Another interesting detail about the industry, we can see here the travel time. So excessive time spent traveling from place to place can cause inefficiencies in work. So even that is calculated here and it's being shown for us. So as we can see here in the industry sector where everything is close together, travel time is very low. But for example, the compost yard has very high travel time because it needs to get so far over there to my village itself. That's going to be fine though, because, you know, first of all, waste is not accumulating so quickly. And second of all, it has this stink around it. And we definitely don't want to have it close. And we can also, isn't that a cool detail? We can see the villagers with the baskets now. And they actually have the baskets on their back. So we can see all the items they equip on these characters themselves. And this is going to increase their efficiency now as well. And while we're at it, let's also build the cobbler shop. So this one here is producing shoes then for my people. And we can have it then in any kind of location here. It's a very long building. So I think this is a good location here for the cobbler shop. Just like that. Just beside my storehouse. And it's also not causing any inconveniences for the surrounding people. So it's fine to have it here as a buffer once again to my uglier industry. More and more people have these baskets. I love that. These items. That they're actually visible on the villages themselves. And there you go. Cobbler shop has been finished. Another fine looking building here. We're still in the age of logs, right? But it's still okay. And this one here now already has someone and it's producing shoes for us. And shoes allow villagers to travel faster and thus be more efficient. And there you go. Also, our first field is ready at the end of autumn, unfortunately. So it will not do anything for this year anymore. And yeah, for the crops, it's going to be interesting because there's a whole farming mechanic behind it. The crop rotation. So we do need to assign a crop rotation to this so the field stays effective all the time, right? And we can then increase its soil by adding, for example, clay to that, and also our compost that we have over there. Let's just see what we can actually assign for now. Quite a lot, actually, in fact. And as we can see, all of them have different kind of statistics. So a few of them are more frost resistant, others are more heat resistant. And we probably need to go with the best mix here of what we can do. So I think we're going with the P for now. So perhaps this actually works. Failed to begin planting. No, it of course doesn't. It doesn't work now. And we can also then, oh, holy cow. As we can see. Okay, now I get it. This is winter, where we are right now. And then we have spring, summer, and autumn, right? And we do need to decide each one of them. This is really deep. Holy moly. So let's just see how we can rotate this the best. What should we get in spring? So we'll just see if this one works out. So in summer we got the wheat done, right? That's the estimated yield. And then in spring we do have the peas. And in autumn we do have the turnip. And the turnip also has a good yield there. I think we could do better though if I change them around. Perhaps I do need to add the wheat in this season here. And we're going to get rid of that one. Right, so that it's in summer. And here instead of wheat we are going to choose something that increases the soil quality. So the buckwheat would do that, for example. And the cabbage, that is a very good one for actually late autumn and winter. So actually let's go ahead with the cabbage that we can then have here. Alright, and we are going into year number 4. And I still need only one more villager. So hopefully someone joins now, please. That we can finally unlock then our town hall center tier 2. Food stocks are low, yes, of course, at the end of winter. And as we can see, also my field is now starting to grow, right? So we got all of this assigned. So we're starting out with the turnip now. That should be then in its field. Yearly taxes have also been collected. Get a bit of money there. 121 gold. So we do make a bit of a surplus there again, but of course we don't have any kind of defense now in this case here. It's actually 3 people that need to be assigned to this field. And we still don't have any compost, right? It's still processing. That's that. Food is also coming in again, so it's always going down over winter. More and more so, so I guess we should also be looking out for a better storage system then. We only have some fish now in store. While we wait, we can also do something, set exploration points. So we can go out here on the map, set exploration points where my villagers should go, and they will then explore the area around it. So let's have one here, all around us, right? This is where my people go. They're ones that have spare time. How many of them do we have? 8. If they're not collecting any logs right now, they will do this hopefully. And there they go already. I have no idea how big the map is, by the way, so we'll just see what adventure lies in store for us there. That's the first one. There's some game over there. Lots of flat area, lots of buildable area, right? Some eggs, nothing spectacular that we found. Oh, there's more fish over there, so I think there might then be... another water? That might be interesting. If there is something like that for us. We can also flatten the terrain if we want to. But of course, I don't want to right now. And yes, there is actually then here a little corridor, right? Oh, a new villager. We got one. Lutark has arrived. 22, at least there's a younger person. And we got 30 with that. So let's have a look at my town hall. And yes, we can finally upgrade. Oh my goodness. We can finally do this. Let's go ahead. Upgrade it. 40 planks and 25 stone. Going to be interesting how it looks then. Because of course we only had like a hut up to this point here. And now we hopefully get a better building. A proper one. And with that we can also get the bricks then. This is good here. I like this. I like this. Let's continue exploration. And also perhaps further into this area. But it's good that we have this one here. It looks easily defendable, right? And we can spread our village then all the way over there. Once we don't have any space then in this area anymore. Crops lost to wildlife. The deer are on my field. What is this? How dare they? And why is no one doing anything about it? 50 wheat have been eaten by local wildlife. It's more. Consider fencing your fields to keep the animals out. How can I fence my field? There's no option here as far as I can see. So perhaps we do have walls and roads. There's a fence. We do need to add a fence around the field. That is interesting. It does cost us a lot of logs. But hopefully it's going to be worth it. Let's start fencing this one. Interesting. Alright, and also the town hall has all its resources now. And as we can see, 3 people are working on that already. We do have quite a high demand for builders again. We don't have all of them. At the moment, food stocks are low. Really? I am producing so much. Seems like it's not enough. Another predator. A bear is attacking. But we do have lots of people with bows these days. And as we can see, the bear is now chased. No problem. Town hall has been upgraded. Looking a bit better now than before. And with that, we should have way more building options available now. We have the windmill and the bakery. That would be good for my fields then. The arborist building will work at this building and maintain and harvest fruit trees nearby. Sounds good to me. And oh, we do have a nice crop fertility over there. So I could go ahead with that. Or we have it up there. Where should I have my fruit trees? Yeah, I guess over here, right? So where the fields are. We do have then the field on the other side too, right? So there we have... Oh, there is not the best fertility. So let's have the arborist building here because we got some high fertility for arborist trees. Just here. Oh, it requires clay though. So I cannot so simply build that. I do need to start with my clay production first. Which shouldn't be a big problem because we can now do it. The clay pit, there it is. It needs a wagon shop. A wagon shop. A workshop where transport wagons are manufactured. Wagons can be used by villagers to quickly transport goods from one place to another, increasing the efficiency. That's it though. It doesn't cost more than that. So let's go ahead and build the wagon shop. And I think, yeah, right over here beside my other... Beside my shoemaker, I guess we could have the wagon shop. Just here. I would like to keep a bit of a space between the buildings so that it doesn't look so cramped. Alright, also the fence is coming along now. I mean, there is already a fence here by the field itself. Oh, only here. Right, and now we're building that. Because they're really eating everything. 135 wheat has been eaten now. Where's my hunter? Alright, that is a failure for this year, I guess. As my yield is going down. We've lost half the harvest now. Now it's being harvested, as we can see. Right, so there's the wheat now coming in. And then they should start working on the cabbage. Or is that too late now? I think it might be too late. Another villager joined. And also the remaining harvest is being brought in. How much do we have now? We should be able to see that here somewhere. For the wheat. There it is. 200 grain, 300 grain. So that actually sounds like a lot, right? Should we start on the windmill then? I think for windmill we do need clay though. Oh no, we do need a special tool that I don't have. Interesting. I definitely do need more food production though here. Smokehouse. A smokehouse is increasing the... Oh, it's decreasing desirability. Alright, let's have the smokehouse down here then somewhere. Right. And this one is increasing durability of food. Having that, and I do need a second hunter. So I'm going to have... Do we have some deer over there? There is some game. And of course there's lots of deer here, right? Roaming my fields. So I might just build them there. And it looks like there's nothing else anyway. We are very low on game. Yeah, let's build it over there somewhere. Another hunter. For my food, and then probably another forager shack. For the lower region here, right? Because I removed the other one. And now I can have another one then here beside my fisher. That's that. Alright, but at least we got some cabbage on the field by the looks of it. Or do I need to move this a bit further? Yeah. "265 crops have been eaten by wildlife." Now we have the fence though. There is still one block missing, but that's that then. Hopefully. And the arborist needs the clay. So no way I can do this for now. And the forager here is being built. However, we are very close to winter now. It's mid-autumn. So hopefully there's still some food coming in. For 5 months we have it. Right, so 4 months. So that will bring us through 4 months of winter that it is. That forager has been built. So let's assign it over here somewhere. Right, so we got greens here and berries. Alright, I think I get it now with the fields there. This was really confusing for me. This is the year actually here, not the seasons, right? So we got not 3 seasons where we can work the field. We got the 3-year cycle. So we do have, for example, let's go ahead. We have wheat, right? I could for the next year also go with wheat, which probably... The soil mixture is a bit down. But what I can do is I can also... Can I not do this? Add a bit of... Yeah, field work there, right? So that we increase the... Or reduce the wheat that we have on this field. And then I can put the grain on it again. But we're not going with grain because I can't build the mill at the moment. So we can go for something else. Like, for example, carrots, turnips might be good. But we do have it over summer, so flax... there's no real heat problem that we have, right? Crop. Wheat we cannot eat though. Cabbage is something that we could eat. That one here, and there would be a good yield for that. So I can have it here, and we do have some field work before we start with the cabbage. Right, and then for the year 3, we're going with carrots. That would be here. And we also do some field work again before we do the carrots. Can we go with 2? Yes, we could actually also go with 2, right? So for the year 2, if we have something that is very short, unfortunately we don't, we could actually have 2 growing seasons, like here, right? So both of them, as we see, produce something for us. I do have here though the field work. Let's get rid of the field work there, have the cabbage later, and before that have the turnip, for example, that we have, right? So then we have the turnip and the cabbage, and then we have field work, and then we have carrot and turnip once more. This sounds interesting to me, so I think we can work with that. Alright, we are in late winter already. Firewood is looking good, so I will actually stop this one. Year 5, let's stop with the firewood. I do need to collect some more logs. That's over there. And then we got some trees over here to get the logs in. Righto. That's that. We also got the wagon workshop now working. This one is requiring wood planks actually. Ooh, that's a pretty expensive one then. To make carts. Right, and now with that we also have the clay pit finally unlocked. There you go. And the clay pit needs to be put directly over clay deposits. So there we have one. There we have one. And that's the end of it. So let's have it here for now. A clay deposit. Let's also have a road towards it. Very good. That's the clay. And as we can see also here on my crop field, the new season has started. And with that, for today we have now turnips and cabbage, which is going to be produced here. And hopefully we're making enough. And hopefully we don't have any deer roaming around anymore, too close to it. And we are now consuming a lot of planks. So those two saw pits, or those two saw workers will have a lot of work to do this year. I could even ramp it up there to 4 if I want to, but let's just keep it at 2 for now. And then we have this clay pit here. Lots of new productions have been unlocked, by the way. Also the gold mine, the iron mine, and the soap shop that we have. For food production, we have then the arborist and the mill, right, that we're going to need. We also have now tier 2 buildings. So I hope that once we provide the right amenities, we can then upgrade them. So the shelter does not currently meet requirements to upgrade. What does it need there still? So desirability needs to be at 30%, and it needs to have more than one food type in store at the same time. Right now it's only having fish, for example. This one's looking good, but desirability is still low. So we do need this area to look a bit better before we can upgrade that. Let's just have a look at that. We do have enough coin, by the way, so I could now have a garden or something like that in the area, thus increasing the desirability. Unfortunately, we would need to get rid of one of these buildings then here. Alright, this one would affect already 4 buildings. This one too. Let's build actually a garden trail here and a garden trail here. Both of them are affecting then these blocks here. Costing me quite a bit, but it's going to be hopefully worth it. And then beside it, a small garden perhaps. There's no space. And perhaps here. Now we already have these trees there. Let's go with a small garden. Unfortunately, we need to get rid of the trees then here. Alright, as almost expecting, the deer are coming in from the roadside now. So I do need to get rid of the road here. This whole road there, let's get rid of it so that we can have a proper fence around it. But how can people then actually get in? Do we need a gate or something? A fence gate, there it is. There's the fence gate as entrance to my field. And around it we do have then this fence. Right, and then we have the road here. And there's also a harvest now happening. Very good. And that was a good harvest, I think. We barely lost anything. 8 crops have only been eaten. And those turnips are producing enough. Boy, that field is good. Gotta say that. Cabbage would be next. We got a very good one here. And a villager has been born. Actually, do we have available women in the fertile age? That surprises me. Yes, Bertha, for example, here. She's 17. We got a few younger ones now too. Nether is 35. So that's something. And 3 new villagers have also joined us. 35, 23, hello, and 17. There is a few more people coming in now. And as we can see also, we are getting housing problems. So a tier 2 housing will be necessary now. And I think we can actually build this one right away. A temporary shelter that can be stocked with food and supplies, allowing workers that are far from the residence to work before returning home. What is the difference? These are just shelters after all, but that one here is looking like a better shelter now. Perhaps. So we can build it then here. And I do need to keep some, space now for decorations then as well, right? So I might actually get rid of one of these houses here in the center, or I relocate them, right? We don't need to destroy them right away, but we can relocate them and increase desirability around it. It's probably a good idea. Let's continue then with the next house then here, and then I would like to upgrade those guys. Ah, perfect. And the clay pit has also been finished. 2 people are working in that now, producing clay, and the clay is being transported right over here to the arborist so that we can have then this new food production building over here just as well. looking good. Stay tuned.